In the tunnel.
In the tunnel.
In the tunnel. You're listening to In the Tunnel.
Hello and welcome to In the Tunnel, episode number 49. Title
Not
to
a
be
prime
figured out
number.
later.
Who cares?
Alright, so we kind of been a little out of sync with our schedules. So,
Maybe. Well, Sean, sent me a text the other day or last week. It was like, "Hey, we can't record tonight." It was like, "Well, we didn't have an outline or anything that we were ready to record anyway." I had a couple rec basketball games and ended up quitting the team. So, fun times. And then our team forfeited for the first time all season in the playoffs.
wait,
And
what?
I couldn't be more happy.
Wait,
I legit left work early because our team captain hit me up and was like, "Hey, we really need to force so that we can finish this game that was rained out a couple weeks ago." I was like, "Fine, I'll be there." And only me and the captain were there before 6. We ended up waiting until like 6:25 for the other two people to show up. And of course, those two people were like the vocal leaders, like, be accountable, be accountable. I'm thinking, dude, you showed up 25 minutes late for a game that has 7 minutes left on the clock. Don't tell me shit about being accountable.
oh god.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to work overnight till 3 in the morning that day, so, yeah.
Same thing. Same thing. You wish that you could quit the team at that point.
Anyway, so you want to just jump straight into it? You want to introduce our topic?
I would love to. So
So,
yeah, as a Steelers fan, I just want to come out and say I'm loving the fact that Antonio Brown is just an absolute monster of his own being right now. It's just the funniest thing in the world to know that the guy basically started off this, tenure in Oakland with, "Oh, I'm going with like, oh, it's Roethlisberger. He's the problem. I want out of Pittsburgh." And now look what's the problem now. He blamed the NFL for the other day for like, if I don't get to wear my helmet, I'm not playing football anymore. It's like, dude, calm the fuck down. Like everybody has to, who's like wearing an outdated helmet has to change it.
yeah.
Quit being a baby. Getting paid like $15+ million a year to play half the game, if that. Just fucking relax. So
Yeah.
he also got frostbite because he didn't wear the proper foot or feet based equipment in a cryogenic chamber. Is that the right word?
Yeah, that is the right word.
Amazingly. So he got frostbite because he wanted to get his tootsies cold. So congrats to him on being the first one of us that we know of who got frostbite in August, but he prides himself on being a determined and over the top guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing
he's
says
definitely
more
over the
over.
top, that's for sure.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't show up in the cryogenic chamber with a freaking like fur on. So, just be like, hey, it's the same thing as the suit that they give you to wear in here. It's like, well, it's not exactly like a scuba suit, but sure. So yeah, and then he shared his feet with the world on Instagram because, I mean,
Well,
nothing says I'm either foot fetish or unfollowing you like Antonio Brown's, like half of his feet. And then he said, well, I already said threatened to retire if he couldn't wear his old helmet, which then he filed a grievance with the NFL, and an arbitrator said, no, you have to wear a new helmet. And then he put out a tweet on Twitter earlier this evening or earlier this afternoon saying, I'm looking for this model helmet. DM me if you have one, and I'll give you a signed Raiders helmet. Which is, I mean, kudos to you if you're the fan who wants to make the swap, but you're getting the helmet that he's not allowed to wear anymore.
Yep.
It's like, if I can't wear it, what am I going to do with it? Well, I'll unload it on somebody else. But, you know, the fun part of this is the real story that Antonio Brown, after being told initially that he couldn't wear his old helmet, took it to get repainted, you know.
Yep.
And then he came back to practices, and the team obviously noticed that the paint job was not, well, let's call it authentic. But there's been no pictures that came to life outside of the meme world of what the helmet looked like. So we're going to run through some hypotheticals and just see
I mean,
what it could have been.
to be fair, this guy is pretty damn determined.
Not determined, mentally screwed up. But, you know, there's a lot of different words that kind of mean the same thing but really don't.
Yeah, so, yeah, you want to... First one's on the screen?
Yeah, so the first one is, and this one actually retails for $8,000 on the NFL shop. If you get yourself a diamond encrusted Raiders helmet, which I would not put past Antonio Brown because of the fact that I'm pretty sure that he personalizes his pads underneath, like that go along his back,
Yep.
to have like his personal mantras and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure he was a teammate with Le'Veon Bell who was doing the same thing. So, I mean, what athlete doesn't waste their money on something stupid? So this is option number one, but I'm thinking that this wasn't really a paint job. I'm not sure if this one is too plausible.
I don't think it's
number
plausible
two,
enough.
Yeah, well, also because it's not paint, it's diamonds.
Yeah.
Number two, went a little modern throwback, a little bit of a black helmet, which kind of works, but not really. So, and then you got the logo that's wrong. But if you're going to wear the silver and black, no one said in what order.
It's a little old to pass off, though, isn't it?
That's actually probably a newer helmet, just with an older look on the logo.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
this
the
is
logo.
the one. The logo does look painted.
Yeah, and the logo is a little too. It's the older one, so it's not going to pass off easily.
It's just not in the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of these would pass off easily. But hey, you play for the love of the game.
This one's a.
All right, so this one, I mean, Antonio Brown is an entrepreneur, as once told many media personalities that probably would ask him if he knew what the definition of that was. So he's a creative guy.
Okay.
Probably outsourced some of his ideas to, you know, those creative types, maybe a graphic designer, and this is what they came back with on that.
Okay. We could go with that.
Mm-hmm.
What would you call that one?
I'm on a little bit of a tape delay, but this one, this is what I would call overdoing it.
Yeah.
This is basically like if you saw the Penn State helmet, which had no logo on it, and you were like, this needs to go the other direction now. And you just like, you took like a gigantic sticker that was meant for like a windshield and just stamped it on one side of a helmet. So yeah, I mean, it's an idea.
Okay.
Not much of one, but it's an idea.
It's definitely not gonna work.
Yet. Not yet. Not
Okay.
according to Antonio Brown.
But this one,
This one might work. It's gonna be a little bit hard to put on,
oh, very.
but once he gets it on, I think he's gonna have the time of his life with it.
Oh my god. Yeah, we'll see him try and put this on, huh?
And for those who are listening instead of watching, this one is an Oakland Raiders helmet clock.
Yeah. So, I mean, he probably needs one of those, but definitely not going on his head.
Oh, he needs to turn back the clock, if anything else.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, then we got some Lego helmet. It's probably as close as he's gonna get to his normal helmet, dude.
If this is 3D, if this helmet is 3-dimensional, it may be the safest thing for him.
Yeah,
if we're
but
being brutally honest.
I want to see this thing take a hit.
Yeah, it'll take a hit and it'll break into
apart.
a million pieces. Yeah, and then they'll have to stop the game. It'll be fascinating. Just Antonio Brown in press conferences after the game, like, I just don't want to be a distraction to the team. It's like, dude, you're wearing a Lego helmet. We had to stop the game because we lost pieces in the grass. It would be amazing.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, this is color scheme's fine. I don't know, it could work.
I guess. Well, it's not not much of a paint job, but
no.
Lead paint, but I think that Antonio Brown's probably had a few, lead chips already.
Oh, yeah, more than a few probably.
It's that Miami way. Oh, and the final one is he just something gets lost in communication with his creative team, and they come back with a Texas Tech Red Raiders logo or helmet.
Hey, it's still the Raiders. Close enough, man.
Well, I mean, you have to remember, this thing has to be obvious enough that the Oakland Raiders know that it's fake right away. And nothing says it's fake more than the fact that he's not wearing an NFL team's helmet.
Yup. All right, so how can we help Antonio Brown, huh?
Well, and let's go to the next one, because according to a very timely article that came out this afternoon from the San Francisco Chronicle, that Antonio Brown was asking the public for help finding a new helmet.
So let's
came to find out later there was a specific model to it, but at the time we did not know that. So we came together with an idea. Maybe my best idea.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, for those who can't see, we got a bunch of babies' helmets that say "Fixin' my melon."
Yeah, this is what happens when you Google the words "mental helmet" into Google Images. This apparently, I haven't seen it in the meme world yet, but maybe we should try to
definitely
get our name out there through some memes here. But yeah. Fixin' my melon comes in 3 different colors, and I can't tell if they're from 3 different companies or not. This seems very very limited stock. It doesn't seem like a sound business model, but then again, Mr. Brown is an entrepreneur, so I hope to see him soon in a silver and black Fixin' my melon helmet.
All right.
I think he'd look great in it on the sideline, and I think that he can get a bunch for his children. It would be a family affair.
All right. So let's go straight into next segment.
Yeah, and you can introduce this one.
Yeah, so it's wheel spin time. So today we will be trying to figure out whom the upcoming Was it unsigned or free agent?
Undrafted free agents, the guys who make camp who don't necessarily have the best odds, who will become the next solidified roster player and or superstar.
Right. So, if you couldn't tell, we'll be doing it on the NFL and starting with the AFC East. So, we compile a list of uh, undrafted free agents that these teams have had, and we are going to spin to see whom the new upcoming star will be from this list.
Yep. What team are we starting with here? The Buffalo Bills?
We are going in alphabetical order through both
Right.
easts, then both norths.
I picked the North and the East divisions just because of where we grew up.
Yeah.
Northeast.
So let's just start with the Buffalo Bills.
Sure. Let's do it.
It,
I'm excited for this.
their upcoming star is offensive lineman Blake Hance.
All right, so let me look up this guy.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we might have to spin this one again.
Oh, did he get cut?
Well, we're gonna find out once the Redskins website loads.
Wait, he's a Redskin?
Yes, because he apparently was waived by the Bills on May 22nd and signed with the Redskins on June 3rd.
Oh. Okay.
You got another one in you?
Yeah, sure. Well, how about Tyree Jackson?
All right, let's find out if there's going to be any other disappointing news. All right, he's on the Bills. Thank God. This is great. It's going to make it a lot more fun this way. He is a 6'7" quarterback, 249 pounds, out of Buffalo, the University of Buffalo.
Okay.
He was the MAC Most Valuable Player in 2018 and Offensive Player of the Year in 2018.
Okay.
He's only 21 years of age. So there you go.
All right, so on to the Dolphins. Hopefully, no more slip ups like the Bills one. But hey,
No,
we'll see.
I'm hoping for all of them. To be honest with you, I'm here for it.
Trenton Irwin.
All right, Trenton Irwin is on the Dolphins. Does not have a Wikipedia page.
Okay.
Always a good start. He's 6'2", 205, 23 years of age. Went to Stanford. Super smart guy.
So he has a shot. He's super smart.
He had 2 receptions in their first preseason game for 32 yards.
Makings of a star there.
Sure. All right, who's next?
The Patriots. The wheel is spinning. I just feel like with the Patriots, Belichick can make literally anybody a star.
And isn't that just disappointing for all of us?
Malik Gant.
All right, Malik Gant.
Safety.
6'2", 203 pounds. Currently wearing number 66 as a safety, which is a little interesting. Went to Marshall University.
Okay. Well, again, I think what the Patriots.
Oh wait, he's wearing number 42. Google lied and said he was wearing number 66.
Oh, well, I mean, I really think the Patriots can basically make anybody a star. So,
Mhm. Yep.
not that I want it to happen, but hey, I'm just being honest.
At this point, it's so like common that who cares?
Yeah. All right. Last AFC East team, the Jets.
The New York
Wide
Jet City.
receiver, Jeff Smith.
Oh, sure, that's going to be easy to find.
Dude, I was like, dude, this is so unfortunate, but it's just such a common like combination for a name.
Really, you don't say Sean Menon. He is a 6'1", 22-year-old, 195-pound receiver out of Boston College. Who? Let's see if there's any stats on him. This is going to be such a bitch to find. And we're loading because we're on Spectrum,
So
and no stats.
no stats. Anyway, well, in the AFC East, you got two wide receivers, a quarterback, and a safety.
Sounds like the perfect start to a team. Don't know what team, but a team.
All right, on to the NFC East, starting with the Dallas Cowboys.
Punter.
Tackle,
Oh,
Derek Pooney.
sure. Like I know how to pronounce any of these.
I'm sorry, but I'm probably butchering people's names.
I don't care. Went to Central Missouri. Apparently, that's a place. 24 years old, 6'5", 315 pounds. No stats because, well, kind of hard to keep track of those.
All right, well,
Lineman.
yeah, okay, on to the Giants. Oh, so close to being a kicker. It's defensive back Tenny Adewusi. I totally butchered that name.
Sure, who cares? He's 6'1", 201 pounds, 22 years old, and he went to the University of Delaware. He is a defensive back.
Yep. Okay, and two more to go. So the Eagles, will they get the first like punter kicker? Do they even have one to get? Uh,
Let's
is it
find out.
offensive? Wait, guard Nate Herbig?
Yes. All right. So he played football at Stanford.
No, the
He's
smart
a
guy.
Hawaiian.
Wait, what?
He's a Hawaiian. He's
Oh,
from Hawaii.
okay.
He was second team All Pac-12 in 2018, first team All Pac-12 in 2017. He's 6'4", 334 pounds.
Okay. And rounding out the East with the Redskins, let's see. And it's not going to be the quarterback, unfortunately.
They'd all get hurt anyway. Doesn't matter what position.
Defensive tackle Austin Malawada.
Cares, man. Just go with it.
I'm just trying to pronounce the name, man.
He went to University of Austin at PA or Austin, PA. Let's see. He's originally from California. 23 years old, 6 feet 1 inch, 304 pounds.
Okay. Let's just get straight into the AFC North. Jeremy, your Pittsburgh team will be last because of
I don't care.
how the names work.
Yeah,
So
I'm aware of how the alphabet works, Sean. Thank you.
had to make sure.
Yes,
Uh,
you got to make sure that someone who's halfway to his master's understands how to spell.
hey,
Meanwhile, I have to correct the spelling of every YouTube description that you put up after you upload the video.
probably. I don't deny it, dude. I'm a
You are aware that
programmer.
there's three forms of there, and
Yeah,
you always choose the wrong one.
yes, I am aware. I'm a programmer, so as long as I spell things consistently, it works.
Not consistently right, apparently.
All right, so the Ravens' upcoming undrafted free agent is the guard Patrick McCurry.
Sure. So he's a 22-year-old who's 6 feet 4 inches and 309 pounds and went to the University of California.
Okay. Any others?
Yeah,
No
there you go.
stats in anything?
On an offensive guard.
Why not, dude?
Well, let's see if ESPN will tell us. Nope, nothing.
Meanwhile, the Bengals' upcoming one is Stanley Morgan. That I can
That's
pronounce.
that's not a real name.
Hey,
Well,
what?
apparently some mock draft site thinks that he's an undrafted gem, which is saying, something considering the authority in mock draft sites, I guess. Um, and this is not the authority site, by the way. He went to Nebraska, which is all where all wide receivers come from.
Yeah.
22 years old, 6 feet tall, 205 pounds. So it basically shapes up to look like me.
Yeah, and then let's get to probably one of the bigger wheels we have for undrafted free agents in the Cleveland Browns.
Let's see what that yields because I'm not too confident. Although I don't know where I'm going with this.
Wide receiver DJ Montgomery.
All right, DJ Montgomery. So they end up cutting the guy who was the feel good story for a different receiver.
Oh.
So yeah, he had a touchdown in the first preseason game that according to Google says he reels in back shoulder grab for touchdown. He is a 22-year-old, 6 foot 1 inches in height, 201 pounds, and he came from Austin, PA.
Okay.
Again. So he beats out Damon Sheehy Giuseppe, the guy who was sleeping outside of gyms, who worked his way into a tryout.
Okay.
Kind of not great, but
No.
for story perspective, but
Eh. All right, on to the Steelers.
I hope it's a kicker. Although we need to keep Boswell.
It is the running back Trevon McMillan.
I didn't even know that dude played the first game. And yes, I am one of those people who watched the whole first game because that's how I spend my Friday night.
Okay.
He's a 6 foot running back weighing 209 pounds out of the University of Colorado, 23 years old. And let's see here. He had 2 rushing attempts, 0 yards.
So he probably
He gained one
and
and
lost
then he
one.
lost it. Yeah.
All right. Well, he apparently is going to skyrocket and get so much better.
Maybe it'll just be like someone on teams, like special teams blocking and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe. All right, last division. We'll do a recap. So Chicago Bears. Let's go. Actually, they might have the most for UDFA's,
Oh yeah, because they signed a lot of kickers.
and none of them are going to break out.
Because after last year.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, defensive lineman Daryl Banfield.
Yeah, so Mr. Smarty Pants over here went to Brown University.
Damn.
21 years old, 6'3", 300 pounds. Defensive tackle. Let's see if we have any stats. And the first thing that comes up on ESPN is they think that you're looking for pictures of him. That's how undrafted it gets for this guy, apparently.
Okay.
No stats.
Okay, well, on to the Lions.
The Detroit Lions.
The Lions' breakout players, defensive tackle Kevin Strong.
Oh, yeah. 23 years old, 6 feet 4 inches, 300 pounds. He is from the University of Texas at San Antonio. And let's see if we can find anything here. It's not good when MSN Sports comes up before ESPN.
Oh, God, okay.
Oh, God, we're going to drift back into the ancient times if this doesn't get fixed real soon. Oh, look, here it is. It's underneath. There's a listing for KevinStrongArt.com, which I'm guessing is a different person.
Oh, definitely, dude.
The ESPN one is at the end of page 2
Oh, God,
of Google
wait.
results. Yeah, no stats for this guy.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. He had 3 tackles.
Dang.
Money team. They lost to the Patriots 31-3.
Okay, so for the Packers, their player is guard Larry Williams.
Oh, God. Larry Williams, American singer-songwriter. What?
Wait.
Died in 1980? All right. Wait a minute. This might be a respin. Packers add Darren Hall and waive offensive lineman Larry Williams. So we need a respin.
Okay. Respin happening.
I guess they'd rather have that running back from Pitt.
Tackle Joshua Nijman?
I'm just so glad that it landed on that just for the moment like that to happen. Your pronunciation is just poetry in motion.
You're probably the only one who thinks so.
Yeah, I'm probably the only one who realizes that, it's sarcasm too. He's from Maplewood, New Jersey, wherever that is.
We know where that is.
I don't.
Oh, I know where that is.
He also goes by the name Yash.
Okay. Good to know.
Well, he's 23 years old out of Virginia Tech, a 6'7" offensive tackle weighing 314 pounds.
Okay.
His first name rhymes with Josh, apparently, according to the Packers site.
I would hope so.
And let's see if I can find any ESPN stuff on him. Alrighty here. Let's wait for Spectrum to do things that they promise in the commercials that they do, which is provide high-speed internet. Those dumbasses. No stats.
Okay. So let's wrap it up with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm surprised there was no kicker or punter.
The Vikings.
Their standout player is wide receiver Alexander Hollins.
I do admire the fact that the wheel picked a lot of talent or skill positions and playmaker positions for standouts. I think that's probably a more accurate poll.
Yeah. I would completely agree.
All right. He comes out of East Illinois. He is 6 feet 1 inches, 166 pounds. And in one game, he had 1 reception for 9 yards. Better things to come for sure.
Better than.
Although at 6'1", 166 pounds, even for a wide receiver, that's a little low.
Yeah, he needs to bulk a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And at least he didn't go too, or anything for 0 yards like the other guy that actually had
Eh,
stats.
I guess.
All right, so just
Gotta
to
start somewhere.
recap, for anybody who's following the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills surprise UFA will be Tyree Jackson. Dolphins,
Quarterback.
Trenton Irwin, wide receiver. Patriots, safety, Malik Gant. And Jets, wide receiver, Jeff Smith.
Don't Google that without the word Jets in it.
Yeah, it's probably not going to do so well.
I mean, you can Google it. It's not like, it's going to pop up with some weird stuff.
No, it's
Although,
just...
if you search through enough Jeff Smiths, I'm sure you can find something weird.
Yeah, but I mean, unless you,
You're not going to find football player at the top of the list. Let's just say that.
Definitely not.
You might find your local, high school's Jeff Smith, who used to, be a student at the time you were there first.
Alright, anyway, moving
Google
on.
knows where you live.
For the NFC East, the Cowboys have Derek Pooney. Giants defensive back Tenny Adewusi.
Why don't you slow down and pronounce that one again, just so the fans can really, really
I'm
appreciate
done.
it.
Why don't you do it?
Tanny Udawisi.
Then why is there an A at the beginning of his name?
I said the A. Adewusi.
Okay, well, and
Now remember, my accent is different than yours a little bit.
the Eagles offensive guard Nate Herbig, and the Redskins defensive tackle Austin Malawada. Yeah, but okay,
it's like Kalodi Nada, but not.
Yeah, and this is the only one where it's mostly line positions, so a little down on the skill.
But that's so NFC East for skill positions to not count for anything. Just like how in the standings, no one ever wins a division 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
There's the one team will go 12-4 and will be 5-11 the next year.
Yep.
It's the train wreck that everybody wants. It just kept intact one day at a time.
Yeah, and for the AFC North, the Baltimore Ravens have guard Patrick McCarry. Bengals have wide receiver Stanley Morgan. Browns have wide receiver DJ Montgomery. And Steelers running back Trevon McMillan.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you would expect a lot of the skill players out of this division, especially because the Browns are kind of up and coming finally, I guess. And I don't know.
Sure,
why
not?
At least the Steelers, they have great running backs. Even they lose them, their next running back still just surprises people. So hey, you never know.
I mean, Bell's the first one to walk in a long time. The other ones have just been, cut.
But I mean, even wasn't your backup doing really well?
James Conner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the starter now.
Now he's the starter, but
he was the starter last year.
Yeah, okay. But still.
He made the Pro Bowl. We're fine. And he went to Pitt and survived cancer. We're fine. We got the ultimate tough guy. Nothing says, tough like beating cancer.
Yeah. And yeah, so I mean, you guys are fine without. Well, I wouldn't say fine without Bell, but he was just.
We're fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. We don't need him. We've got plenty of running back depth now.
Yep. Especially this guy.
Yep. Sure. Why not?
2 rushes for 0 yards, man.
Gotta start somewhere. Baby steps. And
finally, the NFC North has Chicago Bears have defensive lineman Darrell Banfield.
Mm-hmm.
Was I say Chicago Bears, right? Detroit Lions have defensive tackle Kevin Strong. Packers have tackle Joshua Neiman.
Mm-hmm.
And the Vikings have wide receiver Alexander Hollins.
There you go.
Again,
pronunciation wizard over here.
Again, I'm kind of sad that we didn't see a punter or kicker just for lulz, but
I really don't understand why you make fun of them so much.
No, I mean, like, usually you wouldn't say they're surprise standout in a way. They kind of, like, I mean, they have their job and they should do it well. But
Correct.
you
But they
know,
also put more. They put more points on the board than the offensive lineman.
yeah, true. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So next episode we'll cover the last half of the teams, and maybe we'll start ramping up for baseball playoffs. Considering by that time there should be like
Who
30
cares?
games left in the season for teams.
Yeah, which is way too many to keep track.
Yeah. So we'll see.
30 games. Just call me when it's November and we can just recap it all. Baseball is so hard to like keep interested in for like content.
I mean, even like going to the games are cool and all, but like I really can't sit there and
That's
watch
not
9
content.
innings. Huh?
That's not what I mean by content. Though.
I know. I know.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.